But everybody's been wondering what's been going on. So let's break it down. So, a lot of people always ask me, Omi, what's going on? How come you don't post as regular as you used to? Why you don't do the fun things that you used to do? The reason why is because the whole FBI situation. Yes, it's been 2 years ago since they took over 30 plus cars, took millions of dollars out of my account for something that wasn't illegal. You know, now it seems like they're trying to tack on money laundering charges, tax evasion charges, you know, and I kind of been depressed about it. And I never really speak about it because, like I said, I was depressed about it. So, did I money launder? No. All the money that I've ever gotten went into one account, into the other. Unless I sold something, which I have to claim that. But did I ever go out of my way to launder money through criminal enterprises, to fund drugs? Never. And it kind of hurts me, man, because I never thought the day that I will ever be in trouble with the law again. Now, in 2018, you know, I was backed up from 2016 to 2017 to do my taxes, right? So I was getting my taxes done. My tax attorney, which she told me, Gianna, she told me that she was CPA certified. She never was. Never was. Now, what happened with that situation is that she underclaimed. And I have the email that states that told her, hey, I made way more money than what you're claiming there. You have to fix it. And, you know, I wrote her a check for the IRS, which means that I wasn't trying to evade. I just didn't want to lie on my tax returns. And that's what most people do when they create a tax fraud. They just lie about how much money they made. They lie about this, lie about that. I wasn't trying to do that shit, you know? And, you know, 2019 when they came, in early October, mid-October, you know, I hired a corporation, you know, that Elmer hooked me up with. Same shit, you know, I went to them, hey, I need my taxes done. I need everything fixed. I'm about to go on vacation. Now, he lied to me. He lied to me 1,000,000%. I don't understand why he lied to me in the first place. So, he tells me, hey, I need you to transfer $4 million into my account. And in the back of my head, I'm wondering, like, why do I got to transfer you $4 million out of my account? You know? I never really got it. He was trying to build, you know, he was trying to hold it in escrow. I just, at that time, I was naive to a lot of shit. But I went to him and said, hey, listen, I'm going out on vacation. Can I go to Dominican Republic? And am I in any type of legal trouble that's going to stop me from going on vacation? He says, I'll call the IRS, I'm going to email them, and you should be good to go. Now, when I went to go see him again, his name is Paul Verner, for anybody who's wondering. Paul Verner and Associates in New Jersey. And, you know, I went to go see him. Another thing. No, you're good to go, man. You can go on vacation. All right, I'm going to go for about a week or two. You know, I went to Dominican Republic. I changed my date one time, which I was supposed to come, but I missed my flight, and, you know, I was having fun, you know, doing my thing. But I missed my flight. So when I come back, he says, hey, I got to talk to you. And I'm thinking, it's like, what the fuck you got to talk to me about? So as soon as I landed in New York, right, I had my security meet me from Philly. Rock drove up to New York, he brought my Bentley to New York. As soon as I pulled up to the hotel room, all these cops were outside, which is this picture that I'm about to show you right now. I took a picture with all the cops. They were just wondering, hey, you staying here? Yeah, yeah. I didn't think nothing of it, but, you know, they were just checking. You know, I was back in the States for the FBI, I'm assuming. So when I got back, the very next day, we went out. I don't even think I put out that vlog. We went out, we bought drones. It was just normal. Everything was just normal to me, man. It didn't seem like I was in any type of trouble. I've never felt the FBI. I know they were watching me, they say for for a year or two, 2 years. I've never felt them. I've never, I have nothing to hide. I'm just living my life as, as a wealthy man who happened to get into a business that was, yes, it was a gray area, but I have witnesses that can state in 2017, 2018, when I went to go see my lawyer, we spoke about my business practices. And he said it in front of my ex-wife while we're signing a divorce. I was like, hey, there's a lot of things going on in the streaming world. A lot of dudes has been getting in trouble. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm talking to my lawyer about it. I'm like, hey, but they're doing movies. I don't do movies. The ketchup never worked on my app. You know what I mean? So, we weren't hosting any movies on our servers. There was a record feature on the application if they wanted to record onto their internal device that they can actually do it, but that feature never worked. So number one is we didn't provide movies. Number two, we only got one cease and desist, and that was from the UK, and they said, hey, you can't use our Sky Sports channels. And as soon as we got our second or third cease and desist, and I read it myself personally, I said, hey, you guys missed this. No more UK channels. They said we can't use them. And that was it. This was a matter for any copyright holders to come to me and say, hey, stop using it. The same way it was for Warren Lotus when he was copyright infringing upon Nike's trademark. That's how it's supposed to go. They didn't hit anything that the government had in place, right, to give me a chance. They never gave me those chances. I've never received a cease and desist. I've never got anything of that sort. They didn't even go through the process correctly with me. I contacted the IRS to say, hey, give us some time on the taxes. We're going to see what we owe, and we're going to do our taxes correctly. And they still come back and they say, hey, you're evading taxes. How? If I had my tax attorney reach out to you guys, that shows that I'm trying to pay my taxes. I'm not an idiot, And it kind of bothers me, but when all this is said, guys, I'm being indicted July to August. I'm being indicted. And it's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? I'm glad one way that this is gonna be put behind me once this is all done and said. But I just wish that they're fair with me, and at least give me a chance to pay them what they think I owe them. 1 minute they say, hey, you obtained this money illegally, so you shouldn't have had it in the first place. And then part two says, okay, if I shouldn't have had it in the first place, then how do I owe you taxes on it? I don't understand. So right now we're finishing up the taxes in the next week to scramble for them. I don't even want to take any write-offs, man. I'll pay them 100% of what I took in, and I don't even care about certain write-offs. Here, I will fucking chew it up. But I'm just asking fucking for a chance. Them putting me in jail, what the hell is that gonna do? I'm not a fucking threat to society. I have a better chance of paying them while I'm out here. Put me on fucking parole for 5 years. I don't give a shit. I ain't got nothing to hide. Let me pay off my debts, the millions of dollars that I owe you, and I'll slap it off, and then we all go about our way. But, man, I feel like I'm being, a target, man. You don't understand how it feels day in and day out. Some days I'm happy. Some days I'm sad. Some days I can't get out of bed. This shit's been hovering over me like a black cloud for the past 2 years, man. It fucking crushes me to see that my son's autistic, and now, they're trying to put me away. This is fucking insanity, man. And I know sometimes I lash out and I may seem arrogant and I may seem like a piece of shit, and I'm not. I just wanted a fair process, man. This is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. My lawyer told me that this was the right thing and I wasn't breaking the law. It was a gray area, but he fucking nailed it down to the ground and said, you are not breaking the law. This is not against the law. And here I am 7 months, 8 months later, and I'm fucking indicted. And I get all my shit taken away. When I seek legal advice on this shit, that's what bothers me. I got legal advice and they told me that you don't have to stop what you're doing. You're okay. It isn't against the law. and I still go to fucking, and I'm still being convicted of this shit. I'm not convicted, but I'm being accused of it, and now I'm getting indicted. Now they're putting money laundering charges. Every time I go buy something, or a friend gives me something, or they go question them. Hey, where did you take this? Hey, where did you take that? Where did you put this? Where did you put that? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these things, man, they're trying to think that I'm like being shady or I'm hiding money or assets. That's not the case at all. I'm just a fucking great person and I give things away to some people. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous that I'm being charged. I've been quiet about the entire situation. A lot of my friends get taken in to grand jury or question. They make me seem like I'm a bad guy. Oh, he ran a criminal enterprise. It wasn't a criminal enterprise. The shit wasn't against the law. Streaming isn't illegal. Streaming movies is illegal. But streaming live television was never illegal. It's not illegal, and I'm gonna beat that shit till it's blue in the face. For me to go to jail over something that's not illegal and dumb as a federal government trying to bend the law to fit this case, to bend the law into their favor, is fucked up, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. And they know it's wrong. You know what I mean? I know a lot of those guys up there, probably some young guys, probably good dudes, but it's wrong. It's wrong. It's morally wrong, and I would never submit to defeat for them saying that listen, man. It's wrong. It's wrong, man. And during this whole process, I'm gonna remain very professional, win or lose. I'm not gonna talk bad about them. You can't beat them. You can probably win a case, but you can't beat them forever. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks. And I'm sorry that I'm ranting the way I'm ranting, but it's coming from a place of hurt. When you made it up in your mind, I would never go to jail again, and then something like this creeps up on you, it is the most hurting thing ever. And the IRS agent Matthew knows. He knows. He even said it himself. Dude, don't beat yourself up over this. You're gonna come out good. When this is all over and done, you still got your fans. You still got this. You still got that. You can always make money. He was a good dude. He was actually really nice. He's the forensic auditor on my case. And those people, man, they kind of they watch you for so long. Every post. They watch every video. They watch everything. So for them not to gain an attraction towards the person that they're working against, I know sometimes he thinks he probably did fuck up, man, but he ain't a bad dude. If I can at least get that out of it, then I'll be happy. I'm not perfect. Do I fucking rant? And do I say things to make people feel like, fuck that arrogant motherfucker? Yes, man. But deep down inside, it's just out of a place of hurt, man. You know what I mean? I'm hurt. I'm beyond hurt. I'm beyond crushed. Everyone around me is pretty much devastated. And, hope you guys continue to support Reloaded merch. It's pretty much all we got right now. I can't go out and, do what I want to do. I can't show what I want to show because this is the beginning of the end of this chapter in my life. And, one day, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when I'm sitting on a couple $100 million, I'll look at this like, man, this situation was so small, man. So many people come out of situations like this and grow to be better people and learn to stay on top of taxes. And, man, don't fuck with your taxes, man. Make sure that you're on top of this shit. And there's no pride. Listen, friendships, none of this shit is worth more than that. And, I'm already set. Every time I sell something or I make some cash, we're already writing it down. We're learning as we go. Okay, we got to write this down. All right, this is our gross for the month. This is our income. This is our net loss profits. This is, our tax write-offs. So we're learning as we go. But this is the most hurtful situation I could have ever. And it bothered me that a lot of people thought the situation was fake. That shit hurt me beyond belief. And when people found out that it was real, those same people were still bashing me. It was like a personal vendetta. You have like the whole fucking internet coming at you over something that I didn't even do wrong. This application was obtained legally. The developers of the application are just sitting back, relaxing, and I get all the fall for it. I always said, man, if I was in Miami, Las Vegas, LA, this would have never happened to me. I felt like I was driving down that I-95 South in a Lamborghini, and a federal agent coming right beside me, and who the hell is this guy? Yo, grab his plates. Who the fuck this guy think he is? That's how I think this whole thing went apart. I was one of the richest in Philly. The only guy who was driving Lamborghinis in North Philly. And does it speak arrogant? Like, to me, it was like more like, we had legends in our city. Bentley, we call him Bentley. I don't want to say his name, Bentley J. And everybody knew him. Like, damn, he got a Bentley in the hood. I wanted to be that guy. The people that came before me. I don't want to be known for the whole drug aspect and all that shit. But I'm talking about like living legends in the city. It's to the point where I don't even go to the city like that anymore, man. But I want to thank you guys for everything, man. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to continue to make videos every day. I know it's not going to be super exciting, but I'm going to keep informing you on what's going on, like what we're looking at. Hopefully you guys can all come, to my trial, to my court dates, and just support me, man. Support. You know what it feels like to see paperwork that says Bill Carrasquillo or Bill Omar Carrasquillo versus the United States of America? Like, damn, my own country, man. It sucks. Peace out, guys. See you in the next one. What bothers me, right, is that they sat there and thought that I was hiding certain assets from them, like cars, like a McLaren that I gave away. You know what I mean? When I willingly gave them my Audi R8, here, come pick it up. They came to my house to pick it up. I had to sign paperwork in my house. Here, take it. And then I said, hey, by the way, my Lamborghini Urus is at this dealership. Go pick it up. So what would have stopped me from telling them, yo, go pick up this McLaren, or go pick up that car, or go pick up this car? I was already done with this shit. I was hurt. Here, take it. You want it? Take it. I didn't hide anything from them. And to this day, I don't hide anything. And when I do my taxes and they see that I account for every single penny, they're going to be like, damn, he wasn't hiding shit the whole time. And I'm not. And I never will be.